Want some money?
Hello, welcome to a new episode of Jess Bet. I'm Jess and this is Jenny. All right, Jenny, we had a pretty good week last week for our standards. We went 4-2 on Christmas Day, and then on Sunday we won the only game that mattered, the Bears 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the game?
I did a clueless puzzle during the game, so I listened to the game.
Puzzle.
I know, I got it for myself too. When I was Christmas shopping. But I forgot to bet on the game. So you have to tell me when I should be placing bets because that's not an app that I visit.
So the show isn't enough. I also need to text you.
Oh yeah. I don't
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that when I go home.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
I will get
you
better
just
at that.
Text me what we're doing. The winning one.
Okay, just the winning ones.
Yes.
Noted.
That's what I want to know.
Okay. Yes, I will get better at that. All right, so week 17 is here. Sadly, the last week of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Some games matter, some games don't matter. There's a lot of games that actually matter. So we're going to start with the Browns and the Steelers. The Browns last week lost to the Jets, and it was really embarrassing for them. I get it. Half their wide receivers had COVID or were on the COVID list. But still, they lost to the Jets, and I think that's pretty embarrassing. Lucky for them, the Steelers are sitting a lot of their team because they're already in, and the game doesn't matter.
Oh, Big Ben's taking the day off.
Yeah, Big Ben's going to the boats.
Yeah, go. Bye, douche lord. I don't think he subscribes to this.
Not yet. So Browns are -9.5. Really like that. I think they're pretty embarrassed, and hopefully they'll show up on Sunday. They just have to win, and they're in, and that means Baker wants to go to the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I like Baker Mayfield.
I like him too.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy.
They were a medium. That was honestly, over the last couple of years, one of the less fun Hard Knocks. But
Oh, really? I like that one.
I liked it medium, but
I liked it medium.
It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Hard Knock will forever be the Jets when it was Mark Sanchez.
You love Mark Sanchez.
I love him, and it was new and fresh then.
Yeah, I
So
like the Texans one.
The Texans one was good. Yeah.
With Bill O'Brien, and I thought that was a good one. So speaking of Texans, they're playing the Titans. So this is a game where the Titans need to win and they're in, and then the Texans don't have anything to really play for.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a dangerous situation. So I still want Indianapolis to make the playoffs. So by doing that, I need the Titans to lose. But I just don't see how they're going to do that. They're -7.5 against the Texans. JJ Watt, I don't know if you saw it. I know you're a big fan, but he had this press conference, or they asked him, I guess, in the press conference last week about his team, and he kind of went off on his team and said,
was upset with them?
Yeah, they're not
I
trying.
don't like that about JJ Watt. No, what's his team sport?
Yeah, I know. So maybe JJ sparked a fire.
Yeah, it's
within
you
them.
can say that to your people in the locker room, but you can't go on TV and say that. It's a family dispute.
Well, they're not listening to him though.
Yeah,
What
you
if
don't bring other people in.
But what if they're not listening to him behind closed doors? He's calling them out.
Sounds like he really needs to find another team then if he doesn't like this one.
Yeah, I mean the Bears would be happy to have them. I mean,
Yeah,
we don't have
you-
any money for him.
Be
but
nice to them though. I mean, clearly JJ is having a bad week. We don't know
bad
what
year.
happened.
I
Bad
think
year.
it's a bad year for the Texans.
We don't know what's happened at home either. Maybe he's having a bad day, but don't throw it.
Maybe he had too much Subway. I mean, Subway's
It's a
disgusting.
bad look when you're a millionaire. It's just calm down and be thankful.
Well, his family's the spokespeople for Subway, and so I think they probably ate too much Subway, and that's why he's just hangry.
Mm-hmm,
Because who can actually eat Subway? That's disgusting.
It's a tough act to follow too after Jared.
Ew. I forgot about Jared.
I don't know what I would. Yeah, that's not a brand I can rap.
All right, switching gears to the NFC. So the Washington football team are a little bit of a hot mess. They just let go.
When are they going to get a new name?
TBD.
They can't be called that.
I know, it's horrible. And then for short, people call them the WFT. I'm what is that? It sounds like a college.
Yeah, it sounds like what the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
But, it's not I mean, I know those aren't the right letters, but
But honestly, for them,
fucked
it's
up?
fitting because they just released their quarterback. They drafted him. He was a first-round pick a couple years ago. So he's gone. That's the Haskins guy that went to the strip club.
Is that the same? Is it both of the Washingtons? Is that the same Washington that has the baseball team? That looks like the Walgreens logo?
Yes, the Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
Yes. The Walgreens logo.
Yeah.
I remember when you thought that was.
I was
Really? The
why does
Walgreens?
Walgreens have a baseball team?
This is the true story.
That was so bizarre. Who signs up for their team to have the same W as Walgreens?
I don't know. I don't think that they think it looks like that.
It
I mean, it's a W. How many other ways can you do a W?
not the same way as Walgreens. It's like putting a freaking. That's like being like the. I don't even know what's a team that could be with an M. Like
The Mariners.
the Mariners taking the McDonald's M and being their Mariners logo.
Yeah, but it's not like the
You see
Washington
Walgreens
Nationals logo
every
is
day.
white or red. It's like blue and red.
Well, the game that I saw, they were wearing red
They-
hats with the white W.
Yeah, the white,
So it was like a backwards Walgreens logo. And I was like, why is Walgreens baseball team? What's going on?
All right.
Where's Costco?
I would
CVS.
love the Costco baseball team.
Same, Kirkland.
All right, back to Washington. They need to win and they're in. If they win the division. So it's a big game for them. They are, what are they playing? They're playing the Eagles, who suck. The Eagles had an awful year. Even though I have no idea at this moment who the Washington quarterback's going to be, I hope it's Alex Smith, but I think the other quarterback, I think his name's like Hinkie or something. The players seem to like him. So I'm taking Washington -1.5. I'm going in. I think they're the Sunday night game too, so at least they're playing for something that matters. But on the flip side, so if Washington loses, so they're the Sunday night game, Dallas and the Giants play earlier in the day. I know this is a lot for you.
I know. I
You
can't.
stopped listening
I
5 minutes
can't be
ago.
less interested. There's a better show on TV right now, to be honest.
All right. Dallas and Giants play earlier in the day. So if either of those teams or one of them will win. So if Washington loses and the team that wins that game will then go to the playoffs.
Okay.
So with that game, I really like Dallas -3. I like it a little bit too much. I'm thinking that this is a trap, but I'm still going with my gut because every time I don't, I lose.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotta go with the gut.
I like Dallas, Andy Dalton,
Unless your gut's wrong.
-3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this is it, the granddaddy of them all, Bears game. Bears versus Packers. I know we don't want to talk about the Bears anymore. I said I would never bet on the Bears again. Like, I watch the Bears games. I might not anymore, but I can't tell you how nervous I am for this game, and I'm trying so hard to be positive, like with all of my bones in my body.
Yeah. And I walked in and she goes, I'm trying to be positive. I'm like, why? What's going on? And she's like, the Bears game. I'm like,
It's Wednesday.
I thought it was honestly Tuesday, but I think it is Wednesday right now. And like, we can't worry about that.
I'm worried about
We
it.
don't control the destiny of this outcome at all.
know,
Nothing we do will affect this game.
The Bears just... Okay, we know Mitch is going to do at least one Mitch thing, which is probably a fumble or an interception. That's just... We have to be
that's
okay
fine.
with it. Or
It's
miss
like-
someone on a wide open 4th down.
Okay,
Like, that's
yeah.
just what Mitch does. So he gets one of those. But what we really need from this game is the Packers to make at least 2 mistakes. Preferably in the form of a pick 6. I'll take that.
I don't know if they can make a bigger mistake than their uniform colors. I mean, talk about ugly. Like, that's not good.
Very true. Their uniforms are by far the worst in the NFL.
Mhm.
All right, so we're taking the Bears +5.5, and the under is 52. That's Clomax number. So
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's a good sign. I don't know how I'm going to watch the game. I don't know. I'm going to
You're
be...
going to have to just, you know what?
At least we know our kicker will not screw us this year. That's what we know.
You need to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself
Okay.
and just say, if this is too much for me, I will start doing a puzzle as well. Because you don't really pay attention to the game when you're doing a puzzle.
I don't know if I can do that. Like,
Yeah.
I can try, but...
Yeah, it is. It's tricky.
Yeah, we need David Montgomery to have a really good game, run his little head off, and then Mitchie, please just make one mistake, just one. You're allowed one.
Or 0. Try 0.
He can't just make 0.
Well,
he doesn't
shoot.
have it in him.
Well,
Unfortunately.
let's do negotiation tactics. Shoot for 0, and then maybe he'll give us 1.
Okay. All right. Let's shoot for 0,
Mm-hmm.
even though we know it'll be 1.
Hopefully it's 1. That's
All right. I just want to be on Jess Bet's next episode talking about a Bears playoff game.
Do you want to be
next
in the
week.
playoffs, or do you like?
Yes, yes, I want to be in the. Why wouldn't I want to be in the playoffs?
Because sometimes you're like, they're gonna lose. I'd rather them not be in the playoffs.
You know
It's too
what?
hard for me
You know
to
what's really
watch.
hard to like uncover out of all of this is that if they would have just beat the Lions, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. They lost to the Lions, but again, pass the pass. We're looking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Bears, please win.
Yeah.
Or Cardinals, please lose. I'm kind of in that boat too. The games are on at the same time. So if the Cardinals lose, the Bears are in no matter what happens.
Who are the Cardinals playing? I forgot.
So they're playing the Rams, who kind of are a shell of themselves because their quarterback broke his thumb.
Okay.
But their best wide receivers on the COVID list. So
who knows?
Yeah. And Kyler Murray's now playing for the Cardinals. So it looks good for Arizona. So that's why we just need to beat the Packers.
Okay.
All right. So you know what time it is?
Tea time.
Tea time. The last tea time of 2020.
Oh, this one's not open yet. I had a big gulp. Oh my god, did I take the biggest sip ever? Tea time today is not in fact tea, but we both love Barstool Sports, and what they're doing right now is so cool. Oh yeah, it's only money, which is not true, but is also true.
Something.
But the Barstool Fund is for small businesses, and they're supporting them in a couple places local to us. So it's very cool. Donate. They are at $10 million.
Yeah. I bet by the time this episode comes out, they'll be at 13.
More.
That's my guess.
But they're giving it all to local businesses, and these poor people have worked their whole lives, and then obviously they got flat on their butt from the pandemic and stuff. So it's really sad, and it doesn't feel like there's enough money to go around in
the government,
whatever's going on there. But very cool, awesome effort.
Yeah,
check it out. Google Barstool Fund, or I think barstoolfund.com is their website.
Oh, that's
where
good.
you can go and donate if you want to donate, or you can just see the money go up, which is fun too.
You just have it on open tab.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
One of them was in Wakanda.
Yep, my hometown.
Watertown's finest.
Yes,
but it was for Ballet Academy.
I definitely.
Dave never went to Ballet Academy.
No, I don't even know where it is.
Did you ever even own a tutu?
No. I once called. I was interested in going to tap lessons. And I once called and asked if I had to wear a tutu. And I did. And I said, I'm not interested anymore.
Okay. See?
But,
yeah.
All right. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I want to congratulate everyone for getting through this awful year. If we can get through this, we can get through anything.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, honestly, they should have started counting 2020 in March.
Well, I mean, nothing good happened in January and February.
We went on vacation.
I know, but Kobe died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Good point. Okay, well, let's hope, Jeez. I was going to give us a couple months leeway to get into a good place, but it looks like it's not happening.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Turnaround happens January 1.
Okay.
All right.
And
bye, everyone. See you next year.